Let's get over to the CME Group this morning. Sort of a delayed Santelli exchange because of the RNC chairman at the top of the show. But Rick, to have at it.
Hey, we always like to keep things shaken up on Squawk on the Street third hour. You know, to be or not to be. Of course, I'm talking about inflation. But what's very interesting is I look up at gold, and definitely it's reversed off of its highs. But today it hit a high of $17.94.40. That's the highest intraday level for 2012, and indeed goes all the way back to November of last year when we traded over 1,800. But the issue is to be or not to be. Is it inflation vacation or inflation gestation? We've had a lot of critics in both directions. But the way I see it, let's consider a couple of things. Printing money, is it really the answer? We had Larry Lindsay on Squawk Box last week, and many on this trading floor found some of his words very enlightening. And I'll synthesize comments on the floor. If we just print $1 million for every man, woman, and child in the country and handed it to them, won't that fix everything? Because in order to really look at printing, I like taking everything to the extreme. If it was that easy, as Larry Lindsay pointed out, there would be no need for economists. There would be no need for even CNBC, as he pointed out. But it isn't that easy. If you look at the Weimar Republic and their hyperinflation, it was in the early 20s. It didn't happen overnight. I've used the analogy, it's a lot like soybeans. You plant them, you wait, conditions take some time, you need some sun, you need some water, but ultimately things start to grow. And are we in that phase or not? You know, we had an interview that was on CNBC today with a very accommodative Fed president. And what I found interesting was that in the end, he couldn't really give us metrics to measure how quantitative easing 1, 2, twist, or 3 is truly working. So he brought in confidence. Confidence is important, but it's feel good. Some of us really like hard numbers. Carl, back to you.
You're right about that. People make fun of the confidence numbers all the time, Rick. We'll talk to you in a few moments. Rick Santelli.